Bective Square. Today, local sculptors in Kells keep the artistic tradition alive. And here stands a bronze sculpture of an oak tree depicting Columkill's love of the oak, sculpted by local artist Betty Newman Maguire. You might like to sit under this tree or on one of the benches while you listen to this track. Columkill is one of Ireland's three patron saints, the other two being St Patrick and St Bridget. Columkill was born on December the 7th, 521 AD in Gartan, County Donegal. He came from a race of kings, the O'Neill family, who had ruled parts of Ireland for 6 centuries, and he himself was to succeed to the throne. At an early age, he was given in fosterage to a priest. After studying at Moville under St Finian, and then at Clonard with another St Finian, he surrendered his princely claims, became a monk at Glasnevin and was ordained. He spent the next 15 years preaching and teaching in Ireland. Because of his own natural gifts, as well as the good fortune of his birth, he soon gained ascendancy as a monk of unusual distinction. By the time he was 25, he had founded no less than 27 Irish monasteries, including those at Derry, Durrow, and of course, Kells. Columkill was also a poet who had learned Irish history and poetry from a bard named Gemman. In addition, he loved fine books and manuscripts. One of the famous books associated with Columkill is the Catach, which means battler. This was a psalter or book of psalms, which was traditionally the battle book of the O'Donnells, his kinsmen, who carried it aloft into battle. This book is the basis for one of the most famous legends of St Columkill. It is said that on one occasion, so anxious was Columkill to have a copy of the Psalter, that he shut himself up for a whole night in the church where it was kept, transcribing it laboriously by hand. He was discovered by a monk who watched him through the keyhole and reported it to his superior, Finian of Moville. The scriptures were so scarce in those days that the abbot claimed the copy, refusing to allow it leave the monastery. Columkill refused to surrender it until he was obliged to do so, under protest, on the abbot's appeal to the High King Diarmid, who was also Columkill's cousin. High King Diarmid upheld Finian's claim and made the first known copyright ruling in Western Europe. To every cow belongs her calf. Therefore, to every book belongs its copy. Because he denounced this injustice by King Diarmid, and because of another instance where he harboured someone from the wrath of the king, war broke out between King Diarmid's side of the O'Neill family and the northern branch of the family, which was Columkill's side. Columkill's side prevailed at the famous Battle of Culdravna in Sligo in 561, and 3,000 of Diarmid's forces were killed. However, Columkill was compelled to leave Ireland because of the deaths and the ire of the bishops of Ireland, and with 12 of his companions, he eventually crossed the Irish Sea and joined some of his family in Scotland in 563. Columkill formed a monastery on the tiny island of Iona and began to teach the Gospels in the wildest glens of Scotland and the farthest outer Hebrides. He established the Caledonian Church, and it is said that he anointed King Aidan of Argyll upon the famous stone of Scone, which is now in Westminster Abbey. The Pictish king, Bruda, and his people were also converted by Columkill's many miracles, including driving away a water monster from the river Ness with the sign of the cross. Columkill died in Scotland in June 597. Because of the Viking raids in Iona, his monks eventually returned to rebuild a monastery in Kells in 807 AD, and thus began the Golden Age of Kells, where the crosses, Round Tower, Book of Kells, and numerous other wonders were crafted or written.